Patrick. Code is 3154. Thank you.
Normally it's very hard.
Really?
Yes. Maybe tomorrow, the storm in the U.S. The storm in the east side is coming here and
All right. Well, I appreciate.
Uber because they were taking people to the beach over here all the time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, do you want to get on this side? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So we made it. So basically this is called the Enchanted Trail. It's in Loíza. And this is where we're going to start our little trip. I feel like something's walking back there that I can't freaking see. Oh, it's a lizard. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Talk about needing a change of underwear. Here we are. So we actually passed a really cool spot on our way up here that we're gonna stop at on our way back. And this place seems like it has not been in use for quite some time. So, I mean, there's nobody else here though. That's the thing. There's no one else here. But this has a beach access point, and it's called the Enchanted Trail because there's actually a walking path around here. So let's go check it out, I guess, and see where we can get to the beach. Oh, there we go. If it was a snake, it would have shook my hand and told me that the pathway is over here. Let's make it. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And there's no one here. Now this is the Atlantic Ocean, so very, very dangerous to swim in. You know, it's good to get your feet in there, but the Atlantic Ocean itself, highly volatile. Right now it seems pretty nice, but it's best to just stay on shore or sink your feet in just a little bit, but not to go out there in the water. It really is difficult to swim in. Lots of whirlpools, lots of ripple currents or rip currents. So definitely not a good strategy to swim in. I'm gonna go put up the drone so that way we can get some aerial footage, because I mean you literally cannot beat this at all. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. That was the first time we've ever done like follow me features or special features with our drone. So it's been pretty cool. I couldn't figure out how to do the circle with mine. I'll figure that out later, but you know, I really wanted to get kind of the feel of what it was like to be out here, because man, I'm telling you, it's amazing. And I mean, the feeling here, it's incredible. There's nobody else out here. We're the only ones out here this far. And I mean, it's been like an incredible experience. It is extremely peaceful. It's clean for the most part. I mean, you got stuff that washes up on beaches all the time, but for the most part, it's been like, it's been awesome. So yeah, we're gonna walk. You see all the way down there? I'm pointing with my shoes. We're gonna go and walk there. There's like a small town about 2 miles away that is, it's like super awesome looking. It honestly looks like a really small like town that just has a bunch of like eateries and other things. It's like a beach town, you know, Hispanic beach town. I don't know what it's called. I think it's just, you know, a small town in Loíza, but it's amazing. So we're gonna walk there. We're gonna get some food, and we're gonna take you guys along for the ride, and hopefully you enjoy. So I'll be right back. We're gonna walk. If anybody knows what this is, let me know. That looks crazy. I don't want to step on it. It looks like coral. It looks kind of like coral, but it looks like a brain too. So I don't know. I don't want to touch it. I just wanted to show you that we found that along our route. So yeah. All right, guys, so it's kind of a bad idea to walk on a hot beach, you know, with no shoes on. We burned all of our feet off trying to make it over to the shade, so that way we could get to this next little beach dock thing, little beach stairway, whatever it is. So we ended up having to stop, then sprint, then stop, then sprint, and then we made it over to a spot where we could change our shoes or put our shoes back on. Terrible idea. Beautiful views though, but when your feet are burning, you don't give a damn about the views. You want the burning to stop right then and there. So, word of advice, bring you some sandals and maybe a pair of shoes to the beach, or some beach shoes that function like sandals, however you want to do it. 2-in-1 is great, better than 2, right? So yeah, we're making it over to our next area. We're gonna see if this walking path is opened up. It's called the Enchanted Path for some kind of reason. We're gonna figure that out now. So we're coming right up on it. All right, so we made it to the first little destination here. So we're gonna walk up here and see if we can find a pathway, because we can't keep walking on the beach. That's gonna be a definite KO for our asses. So I think one of our New Year's resolutions should have been to lose at least 20 pounds each. That would have made this whole experience a little bit better, but regardless of how fit you are, it's still challenging. Anybody running on the beach are gonna have a tough time. But we made it down over here. We're gonna see if we can keep walking. You can see the sign here. I'll let you guys read that. You can pause it and read it. Back to me. All right. So we're gonna get a little ways to walk around here. We're gonna keep walking, see what we can run into. I know in about 2.5 miles we'll reach that. We will reach a point where we get to that little town. So we'll show you what that looks like here after a little bit. Walking this road because Puerto Ricans, man, and Puerto Rico drivers, they drive crazy. So we can't walk along the street. I mean, we can try, we can give it a shot and see if we come across the shoulder like we were on. We walked a little ways already, but we might have to actually call an Uber. Then again, there might be a pathway on this side. I'm seeing like a little bridge down there. We might be able to take that. We could just check. Let's check real quick. Let me see. It don't look up to date, you feel me? It don't look up to code, you know, but it might be. You never know, you know. I might be tripping. Oh, look, we might be able to actually take this way. So I hope we don't encounter the Puerto Rican prowler or the Hispanic slasher out here, because that would be disastrous. We are already gassed, we can't walk, and sure enough we ain't gonna be running, and we got all these little lizard boys running, escaping from us, when really we just want to give them a home and, you know, a nice little spot to chill at our house. They would love Memphis, Tennessee, man. They would love it. Yeah, but this looked like a perfect place to get got. Beautiful scenery though, I'm gonna tell you that. But if you're looking to get a quick deletion, I would definitely take this pathway. So yeah, travel at your own caution. But I mean, hey, we're making it, so we couldn't walk up there on the street. So down here, it just don't look like people take this pathway very often. Then you see all these like giant, what look like wasp nests that are up in there. I don't know, those might be ants actually, but whatever it is, I really don't want no parts of it. So, you know, that's all I got to say about that. I just want to make it to our next destination, preferably in one piece. All right, I'm gonna update y'all in a minute here.
I suggest you guys don't do what we are doing right now. Yeah. Had no idea what we were getting.
All these boards are dry rotted. They could go at any point in time. So we got to walk right along the beams. And hopefully we don't fall through. You feel me? All we got is a prayer right now. That is it. And you know, with my ass, I'm like 200 and almost 240 some odd pounds. So it's not about to go right if we try to rush through this. Look at that. Good Lord. Hey, this wasn't a part of the vacation plan. This was not a part of the trip. I didn't pay for this. Imagine taking some white folks along here. Oh my God. Our tour guide tried to kill us. I cannot believe this. You're getting 3 stars on Yelp. And I hope you learn your lesson. Sorry, guys. Just not very good at this. Really not. Alright, a nigga couldn't take no more. I'm sorry for cursing, but that was just highly dangerous. So, we are now... And that pathway went even further. That shit was not... That was no good. That was almost an instant death. Instant one-hit KO move right there. So I'm glad we made it through. Especially Littlefoot back there. She almost didn't make it. I would have had to keep on going. God rest her soul. But now, we're back on the road. So we're gonna try not to get hit by these damn cars while we're out here. I'll check back in with you. All right, so we're taking a break. We're in front of this abandoned school that's over here. I don't think all of it's abandoned. Looks like some of it is getting remodeled because they got a new wood terrace over here, but you see a lot of like what you see normally in beach communities and communities nearby the ocean is you get a lot of that calcification on the buildings. You get a lot of that rust. So this bus stop that we're sitting at is actually pretty cool, nice and shady. Have one across the street right over there, but it is a little bit too hot, as you can see. So we took the first chance we got to actually sit down on this. We walked probably maybe about, I want to say a good 3 miles, you know, through sand, through a bunch of other stuff. So I'm just glad you guys are here with us still, suffering right along. You know, world's worst vlog coming right up. No, I'm just kidding. Those are, you know, those are reserved for some of those other YouTubers and streamers out there. But this is actually pretty wholesome, I'd like to say. But you know, there's a little community that's right down the road. I promise you it's right there. And as soon as we get there, I'll start recording because they have a lot of places to eat. That dude just cut him off on the road. What the fuck? You know, I don't know what the hell going on. Man, Puerto Rican drivers, man. And I know I should be wearing my mic, but all right, I'll talk to y'all later. All right, so you know what it is. So we're stopping by over here. It's Kiosco El Boricua. So it's along this road that we're on. Gotta get some water, man. All the sweat that you see on me, that's the last amount of water I've got in my body. So we need to go ahead and get some water. Either that or jump into that ocean and just, you know, pray that we don't drown. But instead of doing that, I'm gonna tell you what, they're cooking it up good over here. It smells real good. So, you know, when the dude on the grill, when he's drinking a beer while at work and cooking, you know the food is finna be real good. It's finna be fire. So I don't know if we'll have a chance to try it, but we're definitely gonna get something to drink out of this. All right now. Gracias. You need me to do all the hard work?
Yep.
All right. Back on the road now. We can try it out, yeah. trying to cross this road here, man, but you see all these cars? I'm gonna tell you one thing. Kia and Hyundai, they make a killing out here. They're making a fucking killing. I've seen more Kias and Hyundais than I've probably ever seen in my life. Probably more than what they got in Korea out here in Puerto Rico, which is, I mean, which is pretty cool. I mean, I don't have nothing against it. All right, we're gonna have to play chicken. After you, my lady. Let's see what we got up here.
I don't know. I don't see a walking path.
Shit. We out by the beach, but we see a bunch of beach whales over there.
People are actually in the beach on this side.
Yeah.
I think the current's not as strong as where we're at.
Well, we're pretty close. Hopefully it's not a nude beach. You feel me? What does that say? Strong currents, yep. Peligro. Or warning. Yeah. This is nice and all, but there is no walking path along this beach, so I really don't think
Yeah. Go back.
I really don't think that this is gonna work. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, walking on the beach to try to get to the destination, we already done tried that and that's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So we headed back on the road. We going back outside or on the street, or anyway. I'll update y'all later. All right, so we're back on the trail again. This time it's a little bit better. It's much, much better. You can see the roadway much more clear. It's not like what it was last time. You know, you have clearings all opened up. So yeah, it's definitely much more safe to travel on. We were walking on that road, man, and there's just nowhere for you to walk. It's like one lane on each side. Cars are going by at 80 miles an hour. You know, it's dangerous. So I don't recommend it, only for certain short bursts, because the shoulder opens up wide enough for you to walk on at certain points when you're on that road. But yeah, you know. So anyway, we're almost there. I'm gonna stop updating you guys until we actually get there, because we've had a ton of shit that just happened in, you know, such a small time frame. You know, for Puerto Rico being as small as it is, you would think that there wouldn't be as many fake tits around, but it's like implants are everywhere around here. It's crazy. You'd be walking somewhere and they'd just be hanging out for some reason. But I guess if you paid, you know, $5,000 a titty or whatever it is these days, you'd want to show them off. So congrats, I guess. Anyway, I don't want to make my lady upset talking about this. I can already tell I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. All right, talk to you later. No. Just because you said it, I'm not doing it. The hell you think you are? It's a beautiful walk, though. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I learned a lot. Those are those whirlpools.
Oh yeah.
Or not whirlpools, but where they got the. Matter of fact, I will lift it up so that way you can see it.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you saw that. I mean, it's pretty cool. Sorry guys, I just had to get this. This is beautiful. This is just amazing. All right, we are just about in the town. We're just about there. You can see it right along that, right along there. Took a lot of walking, a lot of beautiful views though. I'm gonna tell you, this was one of the most scenic walks I have ever taken in my lifetime. And you can see us coming up here. It's like a beach town. It's an amazing Puerto Rican beach town here. And they got nothing but food, music, drinks. I'm gonna tell you once again, there's no shortage of places to drink in Puerto Rico. If you want to get drunk for breakfast, you can do it in Puerto Rico. You want a beer with your Subway sandwich, you can do it in Puerto Rico. The drinking is non-stop here. So this is the little area. I'm gonna record more once we get a little bit further in the town, but check out these views here. Absolutely freaking stunning. All right, well, I'll check back with you in a minute. You got a nice little beach boardwalk vibe here. Looking out over the ocean. So I'm guessing these used to be restaurants or houses or whatever the case may be. But it's practically undeniable how just peaceful it is here. And I guess it wouldn't be possible at all, you know, without the hospitality of the Puerto Rican people, man. We haven't met any folks at all that have given us any kind of bad vibes at all. Everybody here has been a blessing to talk to and hang out with and everything, from our Uber drivers to people that we meet randomly. It's been great. So awesome. All right, broskies, we made it into town. We walked on that boardwalk. We didn't know it would bring us so far into town, but this place is like sick. It's got some sick beach town vibes here. I'm gonna tell you one thing, this place smells so good. So we're gonna figure out where we want to eat at. They got lobster tail here, so we might actually eat there. But yeah, being so close to the water, a lot of these places, they gotta serve seafood. I mean, that's just a missed opportunity if you don't. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and hit this place up and get some lobster tail or something. All right, so we made it into the restaurant, but I feel like the service here is really lacking. I mean, we're here for the lobster tail. That's pretty much it. But we were gonna go to the place that was across the street. That's over there. I don't know if you can see it back there. We were gonna go over there first, but we ended up coming here because I saw the picture of the lobster tail. So You know, instead of going with my gut, excuse me, I went with some other instinct of sight, and probably shouldn't have came here, to be honest. But you know, we're gonna make the best out of it. So we'll make the best out of it. All right. When the food arrives, I'll show you. All right, I'm about to dig in. I'm gonna take a bite. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's incredibly fresh. That's really good. All the veggies that they're using here, they taste really fresh. I don't know how else to put it, really. There's not a whole bunch of seasoning on there to mask up any taste. It's kind of just natural, which is really good. I want to try these plantains here. This is like a plantain chip. It's not very sweet, but the consistency, if you mix it with other stuff, it tastes a whole lot better. And then of course, we have some of those beans, so I'm gonna mix that with the rice. I'm gonna dig in. This is really good. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Hello, can we have two?
I'm sorry.
You want water? Yeah, so that was really good. It was very, very good. Most of that lobster meat was hiding underneath, you know, the onions, the bell pepper, and everything. But I'm gonna tell you what, and the tomatoes, it was really good. I cannot complain. I cannot complain at all. Now, they didn't have a price next to the lobster tail, so we wait and we see how much that's going to cost us. Who knows? But we ate first, asked questions later, so you already know this could be a $200 situation. I hope not. I hope they won't be like, you know, throw on the mainland tax, as it's called. So we'll see.
Seems like everybody's coming in at this time.
So I'm guessing this town is called Piñone. I'm not sure. That's at least what one guy told me. Not sure what it's called, but this is like one of the best, vibiest little beach strips there is. And you have food and everything everywhere, which is pretty sick in my opinion. So Tesla. One thing we didn't get is some damn coconut juice. I want some coconut juice. Nope, not there. Nope. She picked out the most shadiest shack in Puerto Rico and said, "Let's get it from there." Hell no. Hell no. Trying to send me to the bathroom forever. I'm good. We still got a little ways where we can walk. Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking. Fuck all these cars, man. Oops, sorry. This is a family channel. We're not supposed to be saying those kind of words, but we all think it. Don't shoot the messenger. I just find it hard to hold back my thoughts these days. All right, when we get somewhere, then I'll let y'all know. All right, so we're back in the Airbnb. What you guys didn't see is the fact that we left our Airbnb this morning. I want to say around 12 o'clock, 12:30. It is currently like 5 something right now. There's lots of traffic. I mean, it is a Monday in San Juan, so traffic was crazy. What you didn't see from the videos is how far of a walk that we did. Matter of fact, I will show you right here in the video how far of a walk that we actually traveled on foot from that beach location all the way until this restaurant called Donde Olga. Yeah, so it was a really long trek on foot. And then at the end of it, trying to get an Uber or an Airbnb, that was insane. It took forever to get somebody to come out there. So we ended up having to, I said Uber or Airbnb, I'm so tired. Trying to get an Uber, I had to switch over to Lyft. And Lyft, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give them a shout out. They're the GOAT for today because they actually got us a driver that would drive out to where we were, pick us up, and then drop us back off at our Airbnb during rush hour. So, hey, big ups to Lyft for coming through. But yeah, we spent about 6 hours and some change, about 6 hours outside just walking and walking. That was the thing for today. So I'm out of gas. I'm out of energy for today. And I don't think that I'm going to go out anymore for today unless it's to get something to snack on before bed. So they've got inside this neighborhood that we're in, like I said, it's in the hood. And you guys probably saw from the other videos, they have some places that are like literally right around the corner. So tonight when we are hungry, instead of ordering Airbnb, we're gonna walk around the corner and we're gonna go to those corner stores and we're gonna try and grab something to eat from there instead. And we're gonna take our asses back on into the Airbnb because tomorrow, which is Tuesday, we fly back to Memphis. So we fly back to Tennessee. So it's been a great trip so far. It's been an awesome trip. But I'll catch up with you guys once we are hungry again, whenever that'll be. All right, so small time jump. Okay, so we're here on our last day. We have a flight at roughly 4 p.m. today. It's what time? 11?
11.
It's about 11 o'clock right now. So we are gonna grab a bite to eat and everything. So what happened yesterday? So after our walk, we were going to go out and grab something to eat, but we were so tired. We had literally walked like 3 miles, like 3 or 4 miles, and it was through all kinds of different terrain. So, you guys can check that out. If you haven't seen it, you can check that out earlier in the video. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put that all in here. It was great, and it was challenging, and it was a lot for people who have jobs where we don't move around a lot. So it kind of put our health at least into perspective, which was great. I'm not complaining. It was just when we got up this morning, back, knees, everything was hurting. Everything was aching. Ankles were broken, everything. But I wouldn't trade that experience for the world because it was a really good experience for us to be able to just get outside and walk places. And it was really cool finding that little spot. I think it's that small little town. I can't remember the name. It starts with a P though. I'll bring it up here. I'll put it like right here. And you know, just the people were great. Now, I will admit that when you go a little bit further out from those tourist areas, you're going to encounter a lot of folks who don't speak English, and you're going to have to try to use some Spanish. But a lot of times, if you don't speak Spanish, man, they can be a little rude, you know, which is crazy to me because, you know, I don't come off as a rude person. Especially when I'm meeting other people and everything. Like I do my best 100% not to come off rude. But man, I mean, sometimes when you're here and you're spending your money, you know, and you've paid for the ticket and you're doing all this stuff, and you know, some folks, they don't want to deal with you because you don't speak Spanish. That shit can get underneath your skin a little bit. But the thing is I know a little bit of Spanish to get us enough, and you know, to get us around, and that's about it. So, but yeah, everything else has been great. This Airbnb that we're in sucks really bad. We'll leave a review for it accordingly as far as we're concerned. And Puerto Rico itself overall has been an excellent experience. Can't ask for better than what we got being out here for the short amount of time that we were here, like 3 days. It's really 3 nights, 4 days and 3 nights. So yeah, come to Puerto Rico and see how it is for you, and try to venture out. Next time we come, we're going to go to the forest and everything. And I think that that's going to be a really good experience for us to actually see. And we'll bring our passports because you have so many other countries that are really, really close by. You got Venezuela that's nearby, and you have the Dominican Republic that's nearby, and you got a bunch of other Caribbean islands and stuff that are nearby, and you can quite literally hop, and the prices are so much more affordable than just flying from mainland to the DR or flying from mainland to the Caribbean or Venezuela. So yeah, you could definitely hop over to the DR, then you can hop from the DR to Venezuela, then you can hop, you know, from other places like over to the Caribbean, then from the Caribbean back to, you know, Puerto Rico, if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, that is that's going to be the plan for next time. So yeah, I really do want to do this again. So we'll do this again, and we'll have other travel adventures, and you know, I'll be going in other places. You know, Vanna Sheep's going to be going over to Cambodia this year, so if I'm not able to make it and vlog it, then I'll definitely have a trip for myself planned out for the year. But my best guess is that I'm gonna try to tag along for that trip, because that's a once in a lifetime thing. Not really, but you know what I mean. It's an experience, so that's what I plan to do. All right, so we're gonna grab something to eat, and then after that, we're going to chill until it's our flight time, or a couple of hours before the flight, and then we're gonna head over there. Check with you later.